Start recording, start streaming. And yeah, we should be live.
Oh.
Yep, that looks good. We are live.
Yay, we're back. So who wants to do a recap?
Well, recap is easy.
Exactly.
We went through the dark forest. We got attacked. We fought, and then we had to stop. And now we continue. Yin, you are muted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're just like,
Wah,
sir?
wah, 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 wah. No, the Daxon went charging off into the tree screaming, "Stop resisting," and got the crap beaten out of him for his effort. Tygon was attacked. Yeah, Cecily was attacked by ninja assassins, and actually has managed to have her dignity intact so far. And the rest of us are just trying not to shoot each other.
Look, I'm trying to use my martial arts skills, but I've been trying my best.
yeah, it's not been working out, but that's okay.
In the background, there's a couple ninjas watching from the trees going, "What is that guy doing?" The other one goes, "His best."
Oh, you just want to have more salt
in the business, we call that trying.
Alright,
like, they'll give him a thumbs up for effort.
Sure. Yeah,
No.
I mean, have you tried to fist fight a ninja? No.
Now, unless I misremember, it was the top of the order with Cecily going.
Yep.
Yes, and unless I misremember, I have made the decision of not being in this melee anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to move out of it.
Alright.
I am
Go ahead.
going to move here, which is a movement action within his range, so he may do an attack thingy.
Yeah, let me...
So she. I believe we were told these people are all women here.
Yes. But, you know, I understand. Let's go ahead and see how well they do here. Okay. If I remember right, this would have been based on your evade score, correct?
The difficulty is 2. Previously it was the enemy CQC, now it's always 2 in close combat. So it's just a body CQC check. And
okay.
and I mean, yeah, the number you're trying to reach is my evade score. That is correct.
Yes, awesome. Okay, then I wasn't misremembering the important bits there.
Yeah.
I will say that does make it a little bit easier to remember things, is just knowing always what I'm rolling against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I had Cecily's thing as something else. Shoot. Where did I put those documents? Botheration. What was your evade score? Sorry.
14. However, I am currently handling a baton, which does give me a bonus to that. As most melee weapons do.
And how much was that bonus?
3.
Okay, so 14 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I still managed to nail ya as you leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you roll damage according to your weapon and add the melee attack bonus on top of that.
Remind me again of what the asterisk in the is 6. Never mind. Come on, Tin Can.
Are you rolling openly? Because I'm not seeing anything in Roll20.
Oh yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, no, I just.
Okay. Just checking.
Verification. Need to double check what the. So, according to the sword card, that is what I should be rolling.
2d6 plus 5, yeah. Only you
It's a one-hit.
yeah, you also add the whatever melee attack bonus they have.
Right. And that is determined by their skill points, correct?
By their it should be their body stat. Unless you gave them some bonus to that, I don't know that.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just
Oh, but by default it is
trying
it is
to
the
get
it is
back
the,
in.
it is the body stat, yes.
Okay. Can you tell it's been a while, folks?
A little bit. It's okay. Still getting back into the swing of things myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're all just relearning the rules.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay. It's a fresh start every day.
Okay, that should be a 13 then.
Alright. So I have 13 damage. Good thing I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. Okay, I continue.
Oh wait,
my...
that sword is poisoned, right?
Yes, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I continue my movement, or I would like to, if you could, like, reveal a bit more here.
Yes. Go ahead and,
As 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that should be enough. And now I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna start the shooting.
Yay, the shooting.
Now the shooting begins. There. Let me check my character thing. I think I had a regular handgun. Yes. Okay. That is there. Alright. So, difficulty is 2. My mind stat is 2. So that's /roll 2d8 plus 2 for my ranged combat. And wait, this is good. I need another rules document. There. I have a boon in range combat, which means I am allowed to add a property. And
Okay.
As a property, I would. Oh no, wait. No. I am talking out of my behind. No, I'm sorry. They work. I just remembered they work differently in combat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they let you re-roll ones, right?
Yes, indeed. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I am not adding a property. I am just rolling, and that should be this.
Okay,
Not bad.
let me.
I think that would hit Daxon.
If I remember right, that should be hitting them as well.
Yay!
Unless I'm misremembering, which I don't think I am.
It-
Question mark?
It would make sense. The evade probably is around 14. That's like the standard.
I was thinking it's. Yeah, if I was remembering right, it was supposed to be somewhere around there.
Yep.
Slightly above average. Okay. So we'll go ahead and call that a hit for now then, and
Okay.
hopefully I'll have a better memory of it in a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, also I forgot. I add the weapon's accuracy, so that should be a +3.
Yeah, well, then at that point, yes, then it most definitely would have been hitting. So.
Okay.
Unless they have an evade score of 18.
Which would be crazy. And annoying.
So I am.
Like they would just ballet around your bullets.
I am rolling for damage. That is that.
It is an amusing mental image.
+2
It's like the
because
Matrix.
my
But it's Swan Lake.
my ranged attack bonus.
It's steamed hand, but it's a ballet.
God dang it.
So that would be 11 damage.
Alright. Not enough for a wound, though.
Yeah, well that's what the second attack is for.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna shoot again and remember the accuracy this time.
Ooh!
Tygon,
Yeah,
I think you got
that's a
that
very
a
good
little
shot.
I don't think you're supposed to add the attribute bonus as a flat number.
That's my ranged attack proficiency.
Yeah, it doesn't say you add that.
It's ranged attack proficiency plus weapon.
No, it's just your mind attribute for the dice plus the weapon's accuracy, if I'm reading this right.
Huh. You don't add your
No,
skill anymore?
it works like a normal check. Uses ranged combat.
It doesn't say that, though.
Yes, it says there attacks. Attacks work like normal check, like a normal check does, and uses ranged combat and CQC proficiencies for ranged and melee attacks respectively.
Ooh.
What page is that on? Let me
Well, 191.
show me what we're.
Yeah, 191.
Okay.
We're,
Let me.
we're checking the rules, everybody. We're checking the rules.
It's fine, I misread. Just means I'm more deadly.
Yeah, no worries. Attacks work like a normal check. It uses the ranged combat and CQC proficiencies for ranged and melee attacks respectively. Your rolls also. Oh yes, it could use a little bit more clarification in the writing, but the also makes that clear to me. Your roll also adds the weapon's accuracy score to it as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So the syntax of the check should look like this. Attacking at range, mind range, combat, difficulty 2, add your weapon's accuracy score to the result. Yeah, it's the mind stat plus range combat based on a difficulty of 2, adding your weapon's accuracy score to the result. And then for CQC, it's the same thing with body, difficulty of 2, weapon's accuracy. Okay.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's just worded a little bit off, but the also helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad though. Ow.
Well,
So go ahead.
I will roll for damage.
Damage. Well, not great with that one sitting there, but it looks like it is enough for a wound.
And that I shall be happy with. That was my turn.
Not bad. Alright, so
Okay.
it's what? One of the assassins' turns?
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had Gui and what was he doing with this 120 over here? I have no idea what what our good friend was originally doing. So I'm gonna shorten these next couple of turns, just because I don't feel like having to do a whole lot of bull crap.
I personally think that's okay when two NPCs are fighting.
Okay, I did a bunch of secret roll. I did a bunch of hidden flat rolls to see what happens.
The lemur turns into an uber black belt.
Well,
Spinning
you
swan
know,
kicks.
that's literally what the dice are reflecting at the moment.
Oh,
He starts off this combat doing very poorly for his first swing, and then the pair of them just get into an extended fist fight. And so far, it looks like our lemur is doing more effectively. The dice are with him.
Wow.
So, while it is indeed a flurry of blows between these two, so far it seems that Guimond is coming out on top. So far.
nice.
So, with that in mind, let's see. We're gonna have this happen.
Oh, great.
I guess one could say it's a yin pile.
No. Hands off the yin.
Or like a yin, the Eiffel Tower.
A lean tower.
It's actually not that bad. I mean, there's two of each side, so it'll be broken up into one-on-one combats. So that is fairly simple.
True.
Unless they decide that they're just gonna focus on the yin.
But that's the
Or
thing.
on-
That's according to the rules, you cannot.
Yeah, it's
Like
odd.
these
but
two are having a
it's-
great first date.
No, it's just the rule says that the let me read it. Close combat fights, you can never have more than 2-on-1 odds. In combats with multiple participants, divide the combat into as many 1 versus 1 fights as possible, until there's only one with uneven sides.
Interesting.
enforces the Star Wars Jedi duel rule.
It also makes the rules a lot more straightforward because turn-based combat, especially ones when melee both sides fight, even the side that's that doesn't currently have turn. Combat with several participants gets complicated and kind of out of control really quickly.
Really does.
Hey, Yin,
Yeah.
that was at your butt.
I'm pretty sure that hits my butt. Let me double check. My evasion is 13 plus 3 for the baton, so it's 16 plus 2 for the shield is 18. So, yes, that hits.
Oh joy. I'm sure that's so wonderful.
Yeah, great. Like,
Okay.
oh my god, I'm so getting double teams right now. It's, like, so unfair.
And that's a 12 for damage.
Ow. Luckily,
And,
my endure is exceptionally high.
So I need you to roll me an endure save if you'd be so kind.
Can do. Endure save starts equal to your endure, correct?
Should, yes.
Okay, just double checking. Then I do need to actually adjust my endure save on my sheet. It's off by 1, but I'm just gonna roll. That's 2d10 roll under.
2d8, I thought.
2d8 plus the difficulty of the save. And equal or
Okay.
under.
Okay.
And the difficulty is 2, so just
Okay, so
clarification.
2d8 plus 2. Okay. I make it, actually. I have an endure 17.
Yay! Yay for you! And that will end their turn.
Do I get to
So-
hit back?
Yes. Because it is a
Alright.
melee.
Mhm.
So you are allowed to fight back. Though
Okay.
I would say that your attack probably is a little bit harder since you are stuck to someone else.
That is a good point, yeah.
Actually, if I might recall last session, the way we were handling it was I actually wasn't able to use my shield. Was the thing because I'm attached on my shield arm, and the baton is one-handed.
Yes, that is right. So you shouldn't have had your shield up in the first place, but that's okay.
It hit anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. It turned out to be irrelevant anyway. So go ahead.
Yep. So baton one-handed, so that's a +5. My melee attack bonus is +2, and I have a boon. So that'd be what 2d8.
Yeah, it's still 2. Like, the attacks, unless you were otherwise encumbered or had something else getting in the way, the attacks are always going to be the same difficulty of 2.
Yep.
At least that's my understanding of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
As they're written, anyway.
Okay, so I add my melee attack bonus of +2, and I add my baton.
Not your melee attack bonus. Melee attack bonus
Sorry,
is
my
only...
ranking in the skill.
Yeah, your rank proficiency, yes.
Yes,
And
right, because they changed the attack bonus to your trait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And the accuracy of your weapon, assuming it has any.
+5, actually.
Hmm.
So you should probably add that.
Yep.
Alright. There you go.
Also 14. 14's for days.
Alright. Well, I hate to be that guy, but you missed.
Jury rig is
Dang.
Curses. Curses, foiled again. But now... it's the other one's turn.
Double frick dang. We're surrounded. It's a target-rich environment.
They don't have a weapon, but dang it, they're gonna punch you.
Not the face. That really hurts. Why am I doing a Solid Snake voice? Oh, Metal Gear.
It's more powerful.
Um,
Oh crap! What was unarmed things again? Crap!
unarmed what?
Unarmed damage.
2d8, I believe, maybe?
I believe so, yeah. Unarmed damage is 2d8 non-lethal, yes.
Oh, I was right.
Nice.
Also, that attack has to go against the doctor.
Oh, you're right. does have to go against the Doctor. You're right. And I needed to take a 4 off of that.
Okay, so.
So I'm
19.
gonna re-roll that.
Okay. So 16, but you rolled an 8. Okay, I'm doing a dodge.
You know you don't dodge.
You can't dodge those. That's not how that works.
Alright, I just get another wound.
No, that's not. This is the attack roll. The first roll was me being incorrect because the second 4 doesn't apply. That's an accuracy bonus. This is a fist. It doesn't have that. It's just your raw. It's just your raw stat and the rolls. You don't get the accuracy bonus for your fists. I wonder if that's actually a technique or something we could get. That'd be kind of cool.
I think martial arts
Cool.
training is the only thing I have to get accuracy on that.
Yeah, I think there is a thing though. Yeah.
Yeah, martial arts.
Okay. Alright. Cool. I wasn't misremembering. That said, I actually don't think I have your updated character sheet, by the way. Now that I think about it. So I don't have your score.
I think I probably need. Forgot. So the only thing I have is probably like a endure change.
Niki.
I think it's like an endure change I have to do.
Okay.
Just sent it to you. Yeah. Come on. There we go.
What's your base mass?
5. Total mass is 7.
Okay, so means your evade should be at 12, and you endure at 16.
So +2, so
Okay.
endure is
If
8.
your evade's at a 12, then that means that this is a hit.
Yep.
Okay. And then I just roll the 2d8. Whop.
Not enough for a wound.
It's non-lethal anyway. And if I remember right, you should be able to be to attack back.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take your swing.
So I rolled 2d8 plus 1. Oh, where's 2d8 plus 2?
But do you have any points in CQC?
No.
Then it's just +1.
Come on.
Wait, how many body traits do you have?
I have 1 in body.
And so it's a difficulty 2, so I don't think you get
Oh,
2d8.
yeah. Yeah, no, then you get
Yeah,
a
you
D6
get a
and a
D6,
D8.
D8.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Plus-
d6, d8 plus 1, please.
Let me just fix that.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Either way, you don't hit. So, yeah.
The dice are not with me.
Well, apparently they aren't with them either, so you escape a second punch to the
And-
nose.
I mean, it kind of balances out. I don't know.
Arcane counter.
Yeah,
Quick,
still
counter!
get to hit back.
Counter the counter. Oh my god.
So they're
Quick,
just sitting there slap
Cross
fighting.
counter!
Oh, god damn it.
Ah, shoot, what's that Street Fighter character's name? Frickin' the black British guy. Not
Dudley.
Birdie. Dudley, cross counter!
Rage, just to double check, is there a evade score of 15 or lower?
It should be around 15.
Okay,
Why?
because that means that Arcane needs to get a perfect roll to land a hit.
I mean,
That
I've
sounds
been
like someone
doing my
else's
best,
problem.
damn it.
if you are somebody who has, no significant close combat abilities and fighting someone who is obviously trained in it, then yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably gonna stick with range this time.
Okay, Nusig, it's your turn.
Nusig chases after that like the Predator chased the alien. You know, in a happy way that looks a little bit scary. And he'll unload another however many rounds to the assailant who's bound to his buddy. You know, the one who's resisting arrest, quote unquote.
At least he's not skipping along, humming happily.
I'm so
That'll come when we win.
happy-go-lucky
Okay.
me.
So that's one move for the first action, and now the shot. Let's see if this necro works. That looks like an
Okay. Alright, and that hits. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
And second attack.
They still get to.
Oh yeah. Go
They-
on,
they-
punch
they-
me back.
they-
Oh wait, shoot, I'm getting ahead of myself. So she gets to punch me back, and Reese gets another shot.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So. Was that a.
So, just to confirm, cover adds to your dodge score, right?
You evade.
Your evade, right?
But do you have a technique for that? Because normally pistol doesn't give cover.
Yeah, I have gun fu, which is +1 cover.
Okay.
But in any case, it's above my evade score, so.
Okay, so that's a hit then.
And
It
that
goes
is,
right in his punch!
Dang.
that is an exact match to my endure.
Oh.
So what does that mean? That means I can make an endure save?
No, that just means you get a wound.
Yeah.
Or you take a wound, or however you would call
She
that.
punched you so hard it actually damage.
Wow.
I mean, it's non-lethal. It'll go away after, but she meant that one.
Clearly.
Like she just sees you, just elbows you in the face.
Okay, and Reese, try and make your perfect roll.
I mean, you could always back off and try to shoot her. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna go for one more try. Come on.
Let the miracle
Ah.
go through you.
So, oh wait, you could +1 that.
Oh yeah, again. So 13.
Yeah, but 13.
It's not,
still
it's
not
not
gonna
enough.
It's not enough. God damn it!
I don't think there's an actual. Yeah, like I hate to be that guy, but I think he's right when he says you literally have to get max rolls on both in order to even land a hit here.
Yeah, but my luck has been shit.
Well, forget
Yeah,
luck.
well, I mean, is statistically less likely for you to punch them than it is, for you to miss. So
Yeah, so I've been wasting some good rolls too.
Just
Yeah,
stay
listen.
calm, and then when it's your turn, move out of melee.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
that's
do
the
you
biggest
have the
thing.
technique? Damn it!
Nope.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do on your next turn. You're gonna walk out of melee. You're gonna pull out a tea kettle, and you're gonna enjoy the spectacle, so you don't kill anybody. Notably your teammates.
I mean,
Because
that
otherwise
might-
Daxon might get shot in the back of the head.
All right.
Okay, and for my second action, I make an attack. Do you want me to keep the one or remake it?
No, it's fine. I can work with that.
All right. So then she gets another.
I literally just have to make a second attack back. No, that is a no. And if Reese, if you wanna make another Hail Mary, you can. If you don't want to, I will understand.
You know what? I'll just do it because. Why the hell not?
Because rolling dice.
I mean,
is
it's
fun.
available and it's consequential.
Yeah, but let's just do it anyway. No.
The worst thing that happens is you miss.
You are cutting out there, Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him a sec. He'll be back.
Yep.
Either way. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh
Welcome
yes,
back.
I am alive. Okay. I technically never left. I was able to hear you. You just couldn't hear me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I do
Yeah.
have a lot of support related stuff, so I'll help at least.
Yeah.
Do that.
I'm tapping to help. That said, she is on her 5th wound.
Hey!
You're doing a good job of beating up a poor girl who's attached to you. So hey, yeah, there you go.
In our defense, they started it.
Yes.
They did!
It is
and-
in your defense. Daxon, it is your turn. Action,
Okay.
ye go.
Of the two assailants, which is the more beat up?
You don't. Really
Other
have a
than
choice
me.
on that.
You,
The one attached to you is most assuredly more beat up.
But I'm forced to attack this one, correct?
mhm.
Because they're
Yeah.
currently stabbing you in the butt. Shank, shank.
Oh, that could be it. If Reese moves over and engages the other one, then Daxon has a choice.
True, actually. But don't you have to land a hit before you count as being engaged in melee?
Yes.
I guess so.
God damn it.
So wouldn't he get a choice anyway? Because Reese hasn't hit?
Yeah, but
True.
but Reese had been hit.
Mm-hmm. Accurate.
Oh, right. So, Reese, I need you to dance in front of this guy and ask to be hit.
Easiest way: ask for her number.
I don't even know if they have phones.
Alright.
They have email. Close enough.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to attack the hooded Hemi thing. With my baton.
Not with your strikingly good looks.
I mean, if I did that, it wouldn't be non-lethal damage.
Fair.
I don't think strikingly fits. It should be devastatingly.
Yes, I
I-
do have charismatic. I have
Damn.
charismatic and grizzled, devastatingly handsome.
I
is in
didn't
fact the
want to
right
go
description.
that hard, but okay.
Well, careful.
You- I'm going to. I'm gonna +1 that.
So,
Okay, that's a hit then.
Because
Well,
screw you.
well, I mean, come on. Let's look at like guys like Harrison Ford and stuff. Just saying, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
You gotta
lucky
respect
punk.
it.
they'll do ya.
You just gotta respect that rugged jawline thing going on. All right, so it hits. Roll your dims.
All right, 3d6 since it's one-handed.
Plus
For
range
10.
attack bonus.
Oh, plus melee attack bonus. That's right. So that's
Yeah,
plus 2.
melee.
so that's
Sorry, not range. Melee
Well.
attack bonus.
Okay, not enough to do a wound, but it hurts.
And I get to attack again after he counterattacks. He, she, it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yep. Their pronoun is perpetrator shithead.
How dare you, piece of shit!
Daxon is an IRPF beat cop, okay? PC, when you ask him what PC stands for, it's police cordon.
Or I'm imagining his like brass knuckles that says police brutality on each of them.
The safe word is police brutality.
Well, we don't know what type he is. Oh my god.
That's another 12 to you. Could I get another endure save, please?
Sure. 2d8 plus 2. Still under. So hey. I have an endure 17, so. And boy am I glad that I do.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and make your swing, my friend.
Are you kidding me? I was not joking about 14s for days.
Can we just give him a +1 just for mercy?
No. There is no such thing as mercy in this forest. Only fog
God.
and death and spider webs.
You
Apparently
hear
whoever's-
Daxon snarling in frustration.
Oh.
Ow.
Damn.
That hits. That's a
I
wound.
think that's a wound. Yee. I'm sorry. You now have another wound. Oh joy.
Alright.
Oh
Wow.
joy. I believe it's Dr. Lucifer. Aging Dr. Lucifer.
I'm
Please,
thinking.
we need you at the
Okay.
we need you
Alright.
He needs help.
at the ECU.
Alright.
The police officer is getting beaten up.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna try and do first aid on him.
Okay,
Can
hold
you
on.
do that in combat?
If he has the well, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
I mean, it's the support action, the damage control or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And if you have the first aid technique, you can use it on somebody else.
Now, if I remember right, since he was leaving the melee range and had been hit before,
Yes, he would provoke an attack with that. Yes.
I don't think that. So I think you were able to make it.
Yep. So I just
Nice.
like roll out of the way. And I just heal 1d3. 2 wounds off of our policeman.
Hey, that puts me back up to full.
Just to, I don't know if this was words. Does support actions not provoke melee attacks of opportunity?
No, I don't think so.
I'd have to check, but technically he's not part of the melee anymore.
Well, at least not part of the melee with that the tied person. I'm just saying,
Well, I think the idea is that he's moved within striking range, but they're still technically in, because this is only taking a couple of seconds. So like this is the equivalent of him taking a piece of gauze after Daxton's been knocked onto his butt and literally just wrapping his arm around him and be like, "What are you doing? Shut up, this is helping." And then pushing him back into the melee.
Just stabbing him with a syringe. Like, Daxton gets belted across the face, falls backwards. The doctor catches him and just stabs him in the neck with a syringe. Daxton's like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
I'm helping you, you son of a bitch.
Exactly. And I mean, technically the technology's developed enough where that could actually viably work. So, I'm a call and let the mechanics stand. I won't scrutinize them too much.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, just to make it clear, yes, you are right. That was a non-bonus support action. So, yeah, all other participants in that combat can use an action. On that combat, that all as this person got to attack Reese as he left, that meant that Nusik also would get to attack.
Oh, right.
Because it says all other participants in that combat can use an attack action.
Cool.
Okay.
No, not you.
No, not. I'm just saying that's really neat in general.
Okay. No, just
And,
Nusik also gets to attack.
So I shoot prisoner.
Yes, you shoot
Yes.
the prisoner.
Well, it's not like they're helpless.
Oh!
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right. Well, it doesn't wound, but good grief.
It looks bad.
Angry Orca is angry.
If
Also,
I
can I
keep
use
hitting
the
this
last
hard, I'm pretty sure
action?
my anima's gonna flare up.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And for my last, can I do damage assessment on the rat lady over there?
What is that gonna do? Explain.
As a standard action, check enemies' remaining wounds.
Oh. Okay. I suppose you can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have caught me in a bit of a bind, as I have not actually been keeping track of her wounds.
That's a good
However-
time as any.
Well, I'm just going based off of the previous rolls that we've made and what's been going on. I'm going to say that she currently has 3 wounds.
Alright.
Is that worded so that it means how many wounds the person has remaining? Or is it specifically how many wounds they have currently taken?
Let me go back to the page. Okay, so go to techniques. Oh, not Cog. Here. Go. Standard action, check enemies' remaining wounds.
Oh, so it's how many wounds that have not yet been expended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that would mean
So 7?
yes.
Okay.
All right, Cecily, it is your turn. Get him, chicken.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do though.
Battle chicken.
I've heard of cockfighting, but this is a whole nother level.
Oh god.
The hen.
God
Exactly.
damn it.
came
Yeah, well, I
first,
just
the
thought-
chicken or the egg? Doesn't matter. The chicken's got the gun.
Or at least the, what was it? At least you're not double cockfighting.
Ugh, okay, come on. We're going into an uncomfortable place. What would you like to do there, Cecily?
I am trying to figure that out. Give me a moment. I need to check something.
Oh, wait. I've tailored. That's the thing I have.
Yeah.
One armor... like one armor... Like one... Bleh. One total mass lower for my evade, so...
How many techniques do you have?
I only have 4.
This is why I need your character sheet, sir.
Yeah, but some of those cost several points. You do realize that, right?
I only picked out one of them. Like, 4 1 points.
I
Can vouch. Tailored is 1 point.
Yeah, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure is first aid 1 point? I don't think so.
No, first aid is 1 point.
Did they change some of the point values? They may have changed some of the point values.
Damage assessment and tailor and first aid are 1 point. So it's
Huh.
martial arts training and tailored.
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
heal thyself allows you to use your first aid. I think you might be thinking of heal thyself because that's the 3 point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, and I was mistaken. First aid does not actually allow you to use your damage control on another character. You need heal
Yeah,
thyself for that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's a 3 point. I think. Or is it? Where is it?
That would explain the misunderstanding.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, heal thyself is a 3 point technique, so you
Mhm.
would not be able to have that. Allows you to use first aid ability on a party member regardless of range, provided you can see and talk to them. If you have the command technique, you can use first aid instead of spotting for this ability.
Oh, okay.
Be
Damn
thou healed.
Yep.
Okay. Regardless, I am first going to move, say, there. And then, yeah, I know there's a risk, but I am gonna try to shoot her. And yes, I realize there's a 50-50 chance I'll hit the yin. So,
I mean, you do what you can, right?
yep.
Ugh.
So I am. Shall I roll for that, or do you want to roll that rage?
Here we go.
Do you want to roll that rage or the mischance? Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll a d2. On 1, I hit my intended target. On 2, I'll hit Daxon. Sorry.
Mm,
Hey, maybe.
What is it with Yeens and getting friendly fired in this game? In your game, Tygon, it was Yeshka.
Maybe this is revenge.
Isel has shot Yeens by accident.
I'm pretty sure that was intentionally when she did it.
oh my god.
Ow. That hits.
Sorry.
Sorry.
At least I didn't roll very high.
Yeah.
At least that's a good thing.
And as my third action, I'm gonna do. Oh, hey, sorry. Hit that one. No, that one. Meaning, I'm gonna use the spotting action, which which allows normally allows one ally to use a bonus action next round without having to roll for it. Where is it? Yeah, there. Select an ally. That ally can use a bonus action on the next activation without rolling for it. But I have command, which means I can apply it to D3 allies.
Ooh.
0 to 3, so you give it to all of us.
Oh, never mind.
You will not.
But yeah, let's say Daxon. You can use a bonus action next turn without rolling for it.
Yay!
Bonus action shall be throwing a rocket at Cecily.
No,
Or just just giving her lip.
You hear a very loud recommendation of a technique that you should take from Jackson.
Damn it! I just like to imagine that you were trying to shoot them in the back and they noticed and they just moved out of the way and let you shoot Daxon instead.
Quite possible.
Actually, Daxon's like facing this person, so he actually sees Cecily like raise the gun. He's like, no.
And they're like,
No, please no! Please no!
Just bang right in the middle of the bulletproof vest, like.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
just like everything just gone to shit.
Okay, so here's that fun moment where I just, do a bunch of GM rolls real quick because I don't want to deal with the BS.
It's just like a dirt ball with fists and tails sticking out of it, and oof, sounds.
I'll
pretty much.
Alternatively, they just rolled into a bush or something.
Okay, this is starting to be unfair. It's literally assassin Gi, and what's happening is the assassin will roll really well, and then Guimon will roll just slightly higher, like 1 or 2 points higher every time. And I'm not kidding. In order, it is 5, 6, 10, 11, 6, 9. I'm just sitting there going, really? The lemur's just beating her up. He's just slightly doing better than her at every single turn. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have this one. Bop, bop, bop. Jackson.
Yeah.
That hits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The resignation in the voice.
It would have missed if I had my shield, but no.
Jesus, night full of sadness.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
That does a wound. Also, should I be back down to 9 because we found out that it wouldn't be able to heal me?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so that brings me down to 8 wounds.
Joy.
I'm getting the crap beaten out of me. Which, to be fair, is kind of how I built the characters to be a little tough, but...
We just getting shit on left and right.
So you can fight back now.
Okay. Oh!
like
that-
I'm doing everything I
That'll work.
can, and yet the rules just don't let me what to do.
Hey, that'll work.
Okay. Whap.
Melee attack bonus.
So that's 10.
Okay,
Because I have a +2 for melee attack bonus.
not enough for a wound, but hey, a solid hit nonetheless. Okay,
Damn.
don't like you. I really don't.
Dice are hot today.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so... so that was... Let me see. So they hit me for 16. That was a wound. There's no leftover... Or no. Sorry, a 16... The 16 was damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That actually isn't enough for a wound. My endure is 17.
However, with the 13, it would be for 1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and does the damage immediately go away now that I've hit a wound?
No,
Yes.
there's
think.
Okay.
it's like it takes 1 from the 13 to get to 17. It's your which is your endure, and the 12 that's
With
left
12 left
over
over.
is still there as damage.
Okay,
If-
I'm
if-
using my green bubble to keep track of damage.
Yeah. If you take another wound this turn, it will go on top. And if you take more damage this turn, it will go on top of that 12.
Okay, cool.
But only this
So-
turn.
Yes.
But only this turn.
As soon as this assailant's turn is over, that damage goes away.
Okay, cool. So that means I'm down to 8, and I have 12 damage left over.
And go ahead and attack back when you are ready.
Okay. 16
Yeah, that's a hit.
for
Nice.
All right, and that's enough to cause a wound too.
nice. I go for the jaw
All right.
with a "You have the right to remain silent."
You know that's starting to get annoying.
My job.
Literally.
It says in core extended, hyenas are really good at being annoying, whether they intend to or not.
All right. And then I believe this should be the unarmed against Nusig.
That's a hit.
Okay, go ahead and hit back. I love how this has just literally become a slugfest.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just like a complete slugfest back and forth.
All right. Oh. Well, okay. That's a wound. Jeez. Nusig's not hecking around, man.
Good. We need the help.
Well, maybe she'll grow a brain and stop attacking, and, you know,
Yeah, I don't think so.
that's also a hit.
She's not punch drunk enough yet.
Heh. Punch drunk. Heh heh. Heh heh.
No wound on you. Not this turn.
Nope. Oh, that actually might miss.
That misses. So, no. Now it is your turn, though.
Okay, for the chatter step, I'm gonna crank up my bioluminescence to full and flare my dawn banner fly.
God damn it.
And proceed to beat the tower out of her.
Well, alright, yeah, okay, that's a... That's a hit and a 13.
That's a hit. Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah. She didn't like your bullshit.
She's like, no!
Go to sleep.
Just like the Hulk, it's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah, except
Like,
instead
go
of
to
punching
sleep, go
him,
to
just
sleep.
blasting her.
Oh my god.
Is that a hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
And combined with the 14?
That's a wound. Okay, and then for the bonus action, if I want to repeat my third, I have to roll under a certain value, right?
Yes. If you want to, okay. Bonus action is just when you repeat. If you want to do an action for a third time. And where is it? Where is it? Oh. There, bonus action. If you have made 2 of the same actions, you may attempt to do it a third time by rolling 2d10. If you roll equal or under your initiative score for this combat, you can use your remaining action to do the same action you did previously, even though you have done it twice. If you fail, however, you use your third action for this turn entirely. Two notes on that. On a bonus action, opponent in melee opponents actually do not get to hit back.
That's good to know.
And also, just in case you didn't know, with handguns you actually get a bonus to that roll for the bonus action.
Interesting.
Well, since I have an initiative of 4, I'm not going to do that. I'll need somebody to give me a spotting.
I was trying.
Speaking of which, I am going to use spotting for Daxon.
Much appreciated.
And I'll do that by saying, "What's taking you so long, officer?"
He's beating the shit out of me.
This woman is assaulting me!
Hey,
Honestly,
a deadly but hot woman.
Yeah.
honestly, this is starting to sound like, what is it, the relationship between, Marcus and Salts and Victor in Vermintide.
A little bit, yeah.
Come on, don't show weakness in front of the others, sir. She's punching me! How dare she strike an officer of the law?
The two of them are probably gonna bake up and date after this.
Alright. Yeah, no. No.
You're up, Dax.
Okay, Dex. Have fun.
Okay, so spotting bonus. What does that give me?
You don't need to roll for your bonus action.
Oh, nice.
By the way, Dex already had
so-
spotting this turn.
Yeah.
No, that was for the last turn, I thought.
No.
Okay, fine. I'll give it to
I
the
don't think
lemur.
so.
He's suddenly in the background, he's more vehemently beating the snot out of the rat.
Yeah. Alright, so going for a melee attack. Blah.
Oh.
Alright, come on, just lay it on me. Just counterattack. Bring it. Because I'm assuming a 13 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can say one thing for sure. This combat is a lot more drawn out than the last version.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Like, this is just a pure slugfest here.
I mean, last edition I pretty much one-shot a guy, and now it's like slow.
I think I think I'd chalk that up to a lot of determination, though, because role-playing wise, one of these characters we have, you know, so let's say the average person's wound score is around 10, right?
Yeah.
You've taken over half of that away from one of them, at least one of them.
Granted, it's assumed to be 10 for player characters. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be for NPCs.
On that topic, that's actually something I wanted to mention, which I don't know if Rach remembered or intended. We have no... there's nothing about that in the rules yet, but Seth has recommended that for the, Mook enemies, the wound score should be more around 4 or 3.
Mhm.
Oh!
And these are very clearly not that.
Yeah.
These are ninja assassins.
These
So
are people who kill people for...
Like, what, they have, like, 8 or something?
Well, the intent here is that this is supposed to be a long, hard, difficult fight. This is not supposed to be something that you just walk in and, oh, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Like, if this combat had happened elsewhere, you might have been facing mooks.
Okay, fair.
As it stands, though, you have done significant damage to at least one of them, and the other one is not winning their fight so far. And the last one is essentially at a 2, potentially 3v1.
Mm-hmm.
Things are not looking good for the assassins here.
Yeah, and one of them can't retreat. So, unless I'm knocked down.
Exactly. So, part of this is, 1, they're very good fighters. 2, well, let's face it, they're tenacious buggers. So,
Yeah.
I normally I would say this combat would already be over, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
As it stands, Dax, if you want to make another go of it.
Might as well. Okay, that's much better.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's a definite hit.
For 11.
Okay.
Plus 2. So 13.
So 13.
Okay, not enough for a wound, but not bad all the same.
Yeah. Did you intend to move him?
No, let me fix that. Sorry.
Okay. That is a miss.
All right.
And then I actually get to make another attack because free bonus.
Oh!
And I can't do anything about that because I'm out of rerolls. Yeah, that hits. For 9. So I take another wound.
You're
Just,
not
like,
looking
sad.
out here, man. You're not looking out here.
So every turn so far, I've dealt damage, then missed my other attack, not dealt wounds, and taken a wound in return on my turn.
That is just sad.
Admittedly, as I'm sure you've noticed, they're very good melee fighters.
I should
Looking at those bonuses they're getting, then yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, and as a GM's aside, you've had plenty of time to figure this out. The intent here is not for you to have had a knockdown, drag out in melee with them.
Well,
And part of it
considering
is
two
because
us-
I respect my character from ranged to melee, and then forgot to give him a talent other than damn it, which is literally useless for him. But I wanted to be fair and like have the combat end before I go, oh crap, and fix that.
Yeah.
So I'm essentially one talent short on my melee build, but you know I messed
Hey.
up. That's my fault.
It's okay. That said, Dr. Lucifer, it is your turn. If I might make a suggestion,
Yep.
you're allowed to roleplay certain things. Like, I recognize you don't have a weapon, but an improvised weapon is better than nothing, and you are surrounded by trees. So maybe pick up
Oh.
a stick or a rock.
I completely forgot. I just blanked out.
I mean, I don't mean to be that guy, but you have the opportunity
Yeah, I
and the freedom
have
at
to.
the moment.
I know. Like as a player, I blanked out. As a character, I would just like scratch around for anything.
Exactly. So,
Okay. I'm going to. Seeing that the current predicament of the forest, I'm gonna try and pick up a nearby stick or rock, and then just try to hit one of the assassins with it.
okay. So let me find the improvised weapons thing.
I have it.
It's page 196.
Yep,
196.
got it. Random sticks, ranged weapons, and held objects can all be used in close combat as improvised weapons. Many of them have enough heft and mass to be quite damaging if wielded well, but they're unhoned and lack precision, blah blah blah. The accuracy score for rolling to hit with an improvised weapon is 1. It does 2d8 lethal damage.
Oh god damn it. So I had to roll a 1d6 plus 1 again. 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1 again.
Okay.
Just to point out, if she attacks back and lands a hit, that means Dax is free to shift to his other target.
I'll probably just move around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can just go for it.
Alright.
Okay, come on. No. No, wait, that's a 10. I forgot to add the other plus 1.
That said, still not enough.
Picking up another stick and rolling again.
But, she may hit back first.
Alright. Hit.
Which I think she did.
Not enough for a wound.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on, you son of a... Please. I had to roll perfect.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, bud.
I just feel so goddamn useless now.
Well, we're in a thing that you didn't build for. It's okay.
Okay, you've taken a wound.
Yep. So that's 7.
Alright.
No, wait, I still have my free rerolls. That's right. Nah, I'll just save them.
Okay.
Last
Cecily?
one.
Unless, Reese, are you going for a bonus attack action? Or are you... I think that should be all of your actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my actions. I moved and attacked twice. Much
Okay,
to my
Cecily.
dismay.
Okay. No, I'm gonna just try the shooting again.
Please don't hit the doctor.
And same again. 1 is enemy, 2 is ally. Yay!
Oh,
enemy.
thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. There. 2d8 plus 2 plus 3.
17.
Alright. That's a hit, too.
Yay. And here is the... Aww.
Everything else works in your favor, and then the damage.
Okay. Well, let's try the same again.
Go for it.
Yep.
Alright.
I hit the enemy.
It's a miss, though.
I would like to reroll that one.
Okay.
Thank God.
So roll one.
As long as you don't roll another one, it'll hit, so...
The...
Hey! Much better. Much, much better.
Okay. Where's the
By the way,
damage? There's the
fail in a
damage.
few minutes.
Damage.
Alright.
That's much better.
Yeah, combined with your previous roll, that is enough for a wound, so grats.
Yay. And for a third action, I would like to do spotting again. So...
Officer Taxton, punch him already!
This time I can spot for 2 people.
Yay!
Oh, Daxon, Nusik, hit them! No, hit them harder!
I'm trying.
Alright, give me a moment while I figure out the results of the tussle.
Oh, I know. Stop trying to hit them and hit them!
Okay, well, Demon has apparently had enough.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh!
Ding ding, we have a knockout!
Ooh,
Finally.
nice.
Give me a minute, we'll have a second one.
Or just give it comes in and just a whack. Like, really?
Alright.
That was mine.
They're out of the fight, and now he's free. He's piling it.
Oh God.
Wow.
Just like this one Hemi who's like, oh my God.
You've got to be kidding me.
I think I just made a mistake.
Nope, you just made a great save.
Alright. So... She seems desperate. Her desperation has made her, well, inaccurate. Nusig, fight back if you would.
Well, actually, that's a hit.
Oh, wow.
My
Dodge,
evade is
right?
13. I have no idea why.
Probably because of armor.
Go
Now,
ahead.
I'm
Back,
guessing
back.
me and Daxon go for a swing.
Alright, I can go for a swing and...
Damn.
And I can go for a swing too, you said?
Well, it's either you or Guimond is teaming up with me against.
That
Between-
would be Giemond. So,
Okay.
Well,
So,
So I'm teaming up with...
I mean, technically, Giemond isn't part of the whole thing yet.
yeah, that's
exactly. I'm just letting you know that Daxon is still locked in with the other person, and Giemond isn't yet technically in it. So,
okay.
but yes,
Okay.
if she's not unconscious by the end of this, he will be jumping in.
Okay.
Alright, well, there's my roll.
Yes, that's a hit.
And that's a hit.
Mm. Mhm.
And that should be a 19 total for non-lethal damage.
And that's another wound.
Don't worry, I'll probably fix everyone and back up. Oh!
Alright.
So that's a wound for her.
Yup. And that's the end of her stuff, as she can't really move anywhere.
Finish her.
This ain't Mortal Kombat!
Hey man,
Thank God, if it was, my spine would be outside my body by now.
Can you like go under 14, please?
No!
Wait a moment. This is your bonus action, right?
No, this is my turn.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
that was your bonus action.
Bonus.
That's a
No.
third attack.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You just made 3 attacks.
Yes, 2 were on her turn.
yeah, her turn. This
Oh.
is them swinging back and
Oh.
forth.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no,
Carry
no,
on.
You're good. You're good. I totally understand. No, this is now Nusig taking the swing first.
Yep, and now a second swing.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. So let me see. That is enough for an 8th wound. And ring-a-ding-ding. That's a second knockout.
Oh, thank God.
Oh. Like this is getting, like this combat is actually finally coming to an end.
Okay, Nusig,
so-
you may have a third action, or you can run. What are you gonna do? What's the plan here?
So, let's see. I need to read my techniques again, since I'm not in close combat. Actually, you know what, well, I have the bonus action. I'm going to use it.
Don't shoot at any of us.
Shoot them. Let the friendly fire flow through you.
No,
is-
Palpatine. No.
Do you have the?
Damn
Yes,
it.
I have, damn it.
Oh,
okay,
thank
so
God.
yeah, shoot away.
Okay, and I'm 2 hexes away, so I'm still in point-blank range.
I don't think so.
You're 3 hexes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
Oh,
1, 2,
I guess I'm moving then.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to swing around here. Hi.
Swing around.
The Orca blip makes that a
not a
particularly
blip.
ominous high. Hello.
I'm not a blip. I'm not playing a blip this time.
Oh, a blip. The token's tongue sticking out. Hello.
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
Okay, Daxon.
Finish him.
Let's see if I can get myself hurt more than the enemy, because that's apparently my job now.
Yep.
Get punched more than you do punching.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh, now you roll good.
yeah.
Well, alright, fine. Punch them then. Jeez.
Hit him with the baton.
Oh, okay. That's
Right,
decent.
not bad, not bad.
+2.
Oh, so
15.
15.
Remember your melee attack bonus.
Yeah, I keep using the, press up arrow, and I keep just forgetting that. That also hits.
Ooh.
No
Not enough
wound
for a
yet.
wound.
Alright.
Yet.
So I'm up to 15 damage, and I'm gonna swing.
Get the attack.
Go ahead.
Oh.
That, okay.
You mean it this time. You really, really do.
Like you're just bashing him every
Daxon has
time.
been inspired.
Okay, I remembered the bonus this time.
Good boy.
Daxon has been inspired by watching the other two go down. I must finish this!
No, instead of just using the baton, he's using the blunt, and it's just beating him in the head.
Ah!
Oh!
Yeah, that hit.
Now, just be grateful that's not damage.
Yeah, no
If
kidding.
that is, you're just taking like 2 wounds.
Oh, never mind. Don't be grateful.
Okay,
That's
so
a wound!
that's a wound with 13 left over.
Oh my god. Do it again.
I'm down to half. I've been spotted for, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I need to remember to add like a little thing to my token for that in the future. But all right, I'm gonna swing again. I think
No.
that misses.
Uh,
Yep, that hits.
No return hits on bonus actions.
Oh, yeah,
right.
you're right.
That's right. I ignore that.
That's a good. Alright. Okay, so.
Alright.
My turn. I'll try. Like I said, I'll try and finish him off.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
I mean, maybe if you stepped back and threw a rock, it'd count as a ranged attack then. And
That's
you
Yeah.
get bonuses from your better stat.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't get the bonus from their melee weapon to their defense.
Alright. So I'm just going to.
As an aside, I think that still applies if you don't have the damn it though.
Yeah, so it's roll
Yeah.
2.
So roll the 1d2 first, and then we'll see.
If I get beamed by a rock,
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll 1d3 for hit.
okay,
From
I guess I'm getting beamed by a rock.
Oh, you might not. Oh no, you're getting beat by a rock.
Because the others technically aren't in the melee yet.
Yeah. So. So I have a 2 for mine, so. 1d something. I don't have any range attack bonus. Oh wait, I do. I have 1.
This is what happens when the veteran beat cop gets signed on with a bunch of amateurs.
Like, to be
Calling it
fair,
amateur.
like, my character is more based on knowledge.
He's a
And yet you don't
doctor.
have the knowledge to stay put and out of the fight.
Like, he's trying to assist, okay? So I have to
Lucy doesn't have
roll
very good knowledge.
1d. So I have to roll 1d6 plus 1d8 again.
And I think the overall bonus would be +2.
Yeah. I have a 2 in mine, so I have +1 in ranged combat. So yeah, same roll.
Wait,
Wow.
shouldn't it be 2d8 then?
Oh, 2d8, right. 2d8. 2d8 plus 2.
Stop
Joy.
giving him more damage when he's hitting me.
Oh, it's just a hit.
No more damage.
No.
It's all the same.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's a relief.
I'm gonna roll 1d2 again.
I'm a great GM.
The doctor picks up a rock and is about to throw it, and Daxton looks at him just like, and he drops the rock.
Come on, just let me roll. At least give me a 1, please. Just give me a 1.
It's now been clearly established Reese is only a danger to himself.
And others, and not the right others.
No, only if he hits you with the rock is it to others. Because he hasn't hit anybody so far.
Like, I'm doing the best effort I can.
I think you dealt more damage when you jumped off the cliff.
Okay, but yeah, I'm using the spot to help Cecily.
Okay.
Cecily, shoot him for me. I can't.
I appreciate it, but I'm not sure I should shoot into that mess.
Maybe you should wade in, you know? maybe you should come into the melee and just have 4 of you all at once. Just thump.
There's like 1, 2, 3. boom.
That really gets into that's cartoony levels of police brutality.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you this. If you do it, I'll end the combat here. If you
Do
actually go over and all 4 of the wannabe cops hit all at once, I will call it. I'll just say, nope, she done. She's done.
And after this, I gotta bail. Oh my god.
Have you guys ever seen Metalocalypse?
Yes.
Oh yes.
No?
Medium style, cut to them like surrounding a clown and just kicking the shit out of him for like 30 seconds straight.
Yeah, no, that's about what we're looking at.
Just like instead.
However,
of,
I
like,
will ultimately allow you to make your own damn decisions. Is that you got to play your character the way you think your character should be played.
But that image will be funny as hell.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
I actually had no intentions of doing any further shooting.
Okay.
But what Cecily will actually do is like, you know, she'll aim for a moment, then damn it, and then grab the baton again, and yeah, go in. Because she's not gonna just stand aside.
And so, what was
A rather long trial battle.
what was originally a rather stressful and fearsome ambush has literally just devolved into the 4 of them taking their batons and beating a person into submission. Meanwhile, the doctor occasionally throws a rock at them. They end up, before falling unconscious, whimpering and pleading for mercy.
We won't kill them at least.
You guys
No,
did
most
attack.
assuredly.
You all attacked first. Ugh.
Now then, I do need a quick check from everyone. This is going to be a perceive check of sorts.
Body perceive.
If you'd be so kind, please do that for me.
So when these.
It is a difficulty of 2.
Okay, so I have a body perceive of 1. So that's a D6, D8 1. Or...
Yeah, I think it's a D6, D8 of 1.
Yep.
Woo!
You forgot the slash R. Nope.
How?
Combo breaker.
Give me just a moment. I need to check something.
Anyway, I have to bail out, guys.
Okay.
Alright. I'll catch you later, man.
Make sure you put the XP in the chat so I can put that down.
No.
Are you just fucking with me?
Yes.
Alright.
Maybe. Okay.
Well, any viewers, see you next week.
So, how boned are we?
All
That's a good
right.
question.
Well, the only one of you who noticed this is Gumond, so you got that going for you. And so he calls it out just before they finish approaching you. A tigress has seemingly materialized from the fog. The robes and hood she wears blend almost perfectly into her surroundings.
Yikes!
4th.
She looks to her left and to her right, to the unconscious would-be ambushers, and then down to the one who's huddled by your feet. Pitiful.
Dexon is panting and wipes a little bit of blood off of his mouth. Kind of spits it out into the forest floor and says, attacking an officer, that's where I've come from. It deserves a little more than that, but, well, I guess we're playing by your rules now. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Your success has impressed the brethren. They grant you audience, as well as safe passage through their woods. Don't get lost.
Wait, so the thing about the light over the head and the woman in the front was all a big ruse?
Perhaps. Perhaps it wasn't.
Dexon just groans in frustration and pain because he's at half his wounds, and holding his ribs kind of gives her a I'm not old enough to say I'm too old for this shit, but I'm thinking it. Look.
Be it as it may, fending off the sisters is not feat for the weak. Our personal feelings aside, the brothers were impressed. You may proceed without being accosted. But no, we will be watching you. And there are a great many more of us than the 3 we sent to test your worth.
Lovely.
With that, she sits, and slowly the fog once more envelops her, and it's impossible for you to make out whether she had been there at all, save for the 2 depressions where she had previously been standing before you, making clear footprints in the mud. Aside from that, there are no tracks leading to or from that spot.
As just his head starts to clear and the bioluminescence turns down, from where it was. A question pops to mind. So, do we just leave them here?
The sister who you have, who's finally stood up, spits in the dirt. You can see clearly one single tooth shining out from it. They will live or they will die. Such is the nature of the forest. They failed to survive, to remain conscious during the battle. We shall see if they succeed in staying intact afterwards.
Lady, if you talk like that, maybe I should have you join them. Have a little more empathy. Yeesh.
Empathy is saved for those who are safe. There is no safety here. The brothers are mercurial, but we serve them because they believe that only those who are strong deserve to live. And more than live, to thrive.
Dexon just has this kind of scrunched up, look on his face.
If that seems callous, I suggest you question whether or not the livestock or the biomass your people have used for centuries, where does that come from? Ponder that before you think us barbaric.
Officer Jackson,
Was.
do you think we knocked out 2 assailants or 3 assailants?
He just shakes his head. Nah, come on, they aren't worth it.
Cecily eventually holds us her gun and then mutters, I used to think it was wrong to measure a person's worth by the size of their paycheck. I'm starting to miss it.
Jackson actually gets kind of a chuckle out of that.
Oh, whatever. Let's keep going. I'll take the front this time, he says as he turns up his illumination to maximum.
And Jackson will give him kind of a weary nod of thanks as he takes point.
Something peculiar begins to occur. As you stand forward, you find the fog slowly rolling out away from in front of you, revealing the path. And as you continue to follow it, it continues to roll away.
Oh boy, sentient fog.
Handy.
Oh, please. This environment is just as artificial as the rest of the station. This is no real forest. No matter what they say.
No,
weird,
it's
man.
worse. It's a death trap.
At your comment, you hear eerie laughter echo through the forest. And even more disturbingly, you hear a sibilant voice echoing afterwards, yet seeming to be oh so close to your ears. Yes, it is.
Okay, can we just go now? I'm done with the creepy train. I'm done with the murder train. I'm just done with this whole place. Let's just go.
No, we have a job to do. Don't listen to these assholes. They're just punks. In Daxon's head, he's basically dealing with, like, you know, back home there were gangs, you know, like street gangs that always picked up like a theme or something. That's basically what he's thinking of these guys as now. Just they're just a fancy street gang who have picked up a weird murder cult theme.
And who happen to have a lot of money and a lot of backing. I'll take the street punks any day.
Yeah.
At least they get scared.
The forest does decidedly seem calmer at the least.
That's
No
what
less
it is.
threatening, but calmer. You don't feel like... Oh, you feel like eyes are watching you, but they don't feel aggressive. It's definitely not the same sort of feeling you had before.
We're being watched,
Where it was-
not hunted.
Exactly. Previously, it was very much a more predatory feeling. All that unlike some of the gazes you've seen from some of the other guards and warriors that you've seen. Notably, Nordrun's former followers gave you similar looks from time to time.
They just were somewhat civil about it.
As you move through the forest, fog rolls out. You see more and more clearly spider webs of greater and greater size. Some
Oh, like that.
arcing entirely over the path. Others enveloping entire trees in their silken thread.
Huh. Creepy and kind of pretty at the same time.
The dew causes scintillation from the dim light, occasionally making it seem as if false eyes stare back at you or are winking, like false candlelight guiding you off the path.
Stick to the path. Keep our job in mind.
Don't fall behind, Dax.
Sorry, I have to move 2 tokens instead of my regular 1.
That's okay.
It's fine. Maybe we'll split the party.
No. That would be a very bad idea here.
I didn't say here.
Sorry. It looks as if you are coming to a clearing. It is difficult to tell
Ooh, I got an idea.
until
Does anybody have a sharp whistle?
I think I have a
That's
police
an
whistle, but
anachronism.
that's
We
different.
don't use those anymore. That's. I know you still see them in old videos. It's
Oh dear.
you can see very clearly large arachnids of various kinds moving about their webbing in a massive colony.
it's weird. I've never seen nymphs like that.
What are those? And why do they make my skin crawl?
I think
Some of them-
I think the answers are A, you don't want to know, and B, because you don't want to know.
Fair enough.
I mean, shit. I've seen TTI stuff, and this makes those kind of things sound pale.
As you enter into the copse, the fog begins to roll further and further back, revealing more of the clearing. And what seemed to be the beginnings of various other paths, leaning who knows where through the forest. The chittering sound of the many legs of your insectoid hosts is almost cacophonous in the near silence of the forest. Until all at once, they come to stillness. Perfect silence. Not even the wind blowing through the trees.
Saxon just kind of flexes his baton wrist. It cracks and he winces.
And then you hear a slow, quiet, careful noise. Difficult to make out at first, but more and more distinct, as what could only be described as similar to the motions and sounds of these other arachnid-type creatures, these strange nymphoids, until at last, from the center, from some deep maw pit, it emerges.
Oh boy.
It is not unlike the others. It is simply truly massive in scale. The many eyes, the great claws, multi-jointed mouth parts. They all move at you. And then it seems to settle into the massive web sitting in the center of the copse. in a voice much unlike the one you had heard before, with chittering echoes in a completely inhuman and unvector-like tones. It gargles at you. Welcome, welcome to our home.
I'll say that was one hell of a welcome. I can still feel it.
Yin, I think you're muted.
Yep. The hyena kind of sucks in a breath of just like, okay, that's what we're dealing with, and just kind of gives him a polite nod and says, other than the trouble at the door, it's been an interesting walk. Thank you for hosting us.
It is truly my pleasure. It is rare of strangers in my woods. A snake very pointedly slithers past your legs and into the forest beyond. Don't mind them. They're simply curious. Even the sisters are rarely invited into the stronghold.
Jackson kind of inclines his head back and looks the creature mostly up, but also down, and says, I take it you are Nasi?
I am he. My brother is around. He'll be with us shortly.
Good. We just had some questions.
What about? He seems to settle more into the webbing. His multi-jointed arms seem to fold in front of him. It would be almost vector-like if it wasn't so disturbing, and the sheer length of them and the sudden pointed fact that you can tell that there's these odd claws at the end that you're almost positive could probably tear you in half.
Yeah, Daxon just sort of pauses for a moment to look him up and down, just once again just says, We've been hired to investigate the murder of one of your own.
Which murder? There have been many. We have seen them all.
Dax, I don't think we need to explain ourselves. Head of security would surely know why we're here and who we are.
Fair point.
But it is nice to hear all the same.
Well, since you know who we are, and we're a little bit, I guess you'd say, short for breath for now, we'll keep it simple. We think they're connected, and we have I guess we could say, apprehension as to whom and how, but we came to you for verification.
I cannot verify, but I can lead you to the correct conclusion. The equipment missing from Radadarsk.
Mm-hmm.
It is the sort to be worn by one of the Chosen in a hazardous situation, no?
Correct.
How many Chosen have been sent to a hazardous place? That is something you must ask yourself. And then you must also ask, if none have been sent, then who has been using it? Or at least who's supposed to be using it?
Daxon nods along and thinks, do we know that information?
We know of at least two of them. one of which makes no sense, and the other could be a problem.
And come on, you can't be the only one to know this. You gotta communicate with everybody else, you dingus.
Yep, out of character as a reminder, the only two that I think we have hard evidence as being of that security level sent on an external hazardous quest are Lancello and the Sun, Northern Sun.
Interesting. Okay.
And Lancello has been dead for many years.
Supposedly.
Thy paranoia.
Hey, you've seen what TTI can do. It's not impossible to believe.
I mean, Marsco and Progenitus have that tech too. It's not hard to bring someone back to life, just expensive.
The real question is, why would the Sun kill his own parents? Because that's the only one that doesn't make sense, even if he did come back.
Daxon, provided this is something mused in character, Daxon would just shrug and say, there's a reason we investigate those connected most intimately with the victim first.
It is not Northern Sun. The Green One's child is still a great many miles from here. If he had entered the station again, we would know. My many eyes are not simply for show.
No, I suppose they're not.
He very pointedly blinks them in order across his face. It's a very distinctly disturbing view.
That's the first time that, Daxon's expression shifts from, vague, unvoiced disgust to, huh, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Wait, this is a spider that can blink?
Oh, yeah, it's a bioprobe, technically.
I'm just saying, that's...
Yes,
Exactly.
you can contemplate the terrifying repercussions of what that means.
They probably aren't compound eyes, for one. Actually, do spiders have compound eyes? I'm not sure.
Well, for another, you should try to remember that what the Vectors would have known about spiders would have been what was ever left behind by the humans. And even less of what was known about spider monsters. So, legends, cartoons, horror movies, things like that would have probably been what they drew from.
Right.
All that information being jumbled together. So who's to say that a massive spider monster shouldn't blink? At least not to the Vectors. Either way, this is distinctly, what is this fucking nymph?
Yeah. Also, for the
Why?
record, spiders do not have compound eyes. Interesting.
Why does it look like a nymph? It's gross and weird, and why?
Well, I guess then we're stuck with, well, out of character, what do we care more about? Who did it or who's next? Personally, I'd rather figure out who's next, because then it can be prevented, potentially.
We do have our suspicions as to who. It's a matter of where next and who next.
Yeah.
So, I suppose the good question is, since you now know and can verify that the connection is not Northern Sun, as Unsi has so clearly informed you that that is not a possibility, literally, the connection must be Lancello. So, what is the connection between all the others? I mean, we've already covered this, but, you know, it helps to remind you.
Well, we know about his connection to Shaylin, which, ergo, we'd know about his connection to Nordrin. We also know that, well, we think he's been killed before, or he has killed before, potentially. We know the technology to, quote-unquote, bring back the dead might exist, and given the level of genetic engineering they have here, it's really not that far of a stretch to think they
No,
could do
we
something
know
crazy.
it's possible to bring back the dead, like, empirically. It's just we don't know if it has been utilized in this case.
Yeah. We
So,
also know that whoever the attackers are, have extremely insider knowledge of this place. To the point where they probably even knew about the security layout. Great.
Okay. Well, Daxon is gonna straight ask, like, with these connections in mind, do we know who's next?
I think we have a bigger question on our minds.
What's that?
Well, if Ansi knows who comes and goes, then that would mean that either Ansi knew that Lenchel arrived here, or that somebody who knows Ansi's security protocols smuggled him in.
you come to very interesting conclusions, my aquatic friend.
I'm in an interesting place. I have to come up with interesting ideas.
Decidedly slowly, but surely, he unfolds and lowers until his great head, which is at least as large as yourself, is level with your own eyes. He adjusts it so you can look in more of his eyes at once. But you are wrong. Lancello is dead. He does not walk among us again. Nor do I think he ever will. More's the pity. Him, at least, I liked.
Daxon contemplates what value him liking somebody has, and whether or not that's actually a good thing.
Well, this puts us at a conundrum then. We have no suspects. We have a bunch of near godlike beings who seem to be playing a giant game of chess. And I can't help but feel that this was... I don't know. It just feels like this whole thing was rigged.
A rustling in the trees, a few angry caws of crows and ravens, a worried croak from a toad. For a moment, the entire forest seems alive and terrified, and then the stillness returns. A massive reptilian head breaks its way through the tree line. That's because it was. A serpent so large as to put this nymph-like being to shame. The sheer thickness of its body should make it impossible for it to physically move at this gravity level. The massiveness of the creature is at distinct odds with the quietness of the voice. However, it seems to echo around and grow louder over time before it fades away just as quickly, creating a disturbing reverberation effect. Slowly, it circles and coils around until its great body makes a perfect moon around the spider's nest. And its head rests close, but levelly, with the spider's own, making it uncomfortably near to Noosig's own face.
Oh dear. Do I have to make a resolve save?
Not unless you want to.
I'd prefer not to make a save if I don't have to.
Then you don't have to.
Okay. I'm just thinking this would have been okay. Okay. Don't panic. You're just one word away from certain death. Don't panic.
I am a great serpent. Nancy is the polite one, and I have little patience for the pettiness of our brethren. Lancello was a promise for a brighter future, stolen too soon.
Daxon very quietly questions to himself what their definition of a brighter future would mean for anyone, and if that would be a good thing or not. But holds his tongue wisely.
Got it. So then the question at this point isn't who it was, because that's going to be a real mess. The better question is who's not involved.
Start narrowing the field.
Okay, so how many we know about the serpent, the spider, the burb, the big burb, the octopus, the boar, and the now dead dragon, and Kusunoa was the fox, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8. How many were there total?
How do you mean?
How many members of the Pantheon total were there? Were we ever told how many?
No. You've been specifically not told how many there are. At first, it might have seemed as if they were simply slipping it, but now it's very clear that they weren't telling you.
Great. Lovely. Just lovely.
You said the game is rigged. Why? What is their motivation?
Of course it's rigged. The game is always rigged.
The bird is wise. I agree, brother.
It's no different than Vector Society. Everybody manipulates wherever he can to get an advantage.
Their laughter together is a distinctly odd sound. Exactly. Those who are strong or cunning or more vicious than their brothers succeed. Or they gather into groups of similar strengths or viewpoints and create havens for themselves, believing themselves above or apart. Far too many of them accuse us of viciousness or aloofness or, we believe ourselves unique. We are lucky. But we are also cruel, as nature has us and intended all beings to be so. However,
Gathering like-minded souls together. Kind of sounds like the Empyrean as a whole.
exactly, we are simply a shadow of that same ideal. They simply refuse to admit it to themselves in their hubris. The reality is this. The murderer you seek is tied to those who are closest to you here. We are not certain who, but it very well could be those in the service. Nordrun himself, Thoth, or Kuzunoha. We have eliminated all other possibilities. This information is a gift we grant you, for we may have not seen eye to eye with Nordrun, but he was respectable in his own right, and understood us better than most.
So you're saying that any implication Dark Sky's domain could be involved was fabricated?
Exactly.
Who gave us that information?
Oh,
Just-
that they were involved, or that it was fabricated?
That Dark Sky's faction might have been involved. Who gave us that information?
The same person who told us that Dark Sky was in love with Shaylin? I don't remember who that was.
Oh,
More than
Wasn't?
one person actually told you that.
Yep.
But the first one to mention it was the librarian.
yeah. The other person to mention it wasn't that. Oh gosh, I forget his name all of a sudden, and my notes aren't on this PDF.
It's okay.
The lion brother.
Percival or Perseus?
I think it was Perseus. I think it was Perseus who mentioned it. I'm not certain though.
I think
I
it might
got you were
have
going to
been
say something?
No, I was just gonna say their names as well.
Yeah, I think it was one of them that mentioned it, but I can't be certain there.
So that brings your list to an awful narrow group then, doesn't it? Is the most prominent members of those various factions now that you've dealt with are Perseus, the Nemean, Percival, Nobu, Kuzunoha's second, and I think that's it.
So interestingly enough, the seconds of all of the major leaders that are on the suspect list. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the two Lion brothers and then Nobu, so,
And
That's-
a nerd.
well, not really.
Yeah, you're gonna have to throw Percival in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Percival,
did.
Perseus, and Nobu are the prime suspects then. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I had Percival twice. So then the real question comes down to, why is it just one of them?
Who says it? Who says it is just one of them?
Exactly. It's they could be working together, or or the working in competition.
Well, I mean, just
don't
look at
know.
the styles of everybody. If you look at it from a very, strict standpoint, the death of Nobun is drastically different from the death of Shaylun in terms of approach and style. And Shaylun was clearly very friendly with her assailant, which would probably limit that down to Nobu.
Did
not-
Percival or
not-
Perseus have a relationship with Shaylin?
Not that I remember, but I mean, if as Nodrune's second or champion or whatever the term was, if Perseus showed up there, it probably wouldn't cause Shelung any distress.
This is true. But Nobun probably knew where the weapon was for hers. So we're at least two. Actually, if they were all three working together, then it doesn't really matter. It's just all three of them. Wait. Let's think about it from this angle. Let's say all three of them did this to garner a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Perseus up to the lord of his domain, Nobun up to Shaylin was like the second or something under
Yes.
Fujinawa, right? Yep, so promotion for him. And Percival is the second. So
What would Percival have to gain?
I am still thinking that there could be just revenge in this.
If I might make a reminder, the reason Dark Sky was involved and why that was thrown out there, while it may have been a false lead, as these two have confirmed that it was a false lead, it was nonetheless a valid point to be made. There is an involvement on Dark Sky's side on the disappearance of Lancello.
Right.
And while that does seem a bit separate to this, I think it might be a good point to remind you that prior to his disappearance, he was generally liked by everybody. Even
Right.
these two. Like, that
So his
puts a man in
disappearance
a-
is... Yeah.
That's a pretty big blow. If you're missing someone who everybody genuinely seemed to enjoy, and no one seemed to outright hate, maybe they didn't like certain things about him, that meant that this person could have become a focal point of unity, of coming to understand and being together, a renaissance, a new era of rebirth for the Empyrean. And maybe that's why Zerzed kept him around. Maybe they were trying to, groom him into something more. And then a council of people who saw him as a threat, with Nordrun on that
Right.
council, and, Shaylung as well, both of them were on that, and I believe, if I remember right, Dark Sky was there too. They sent him away where he died, or at the very least never came back.
Yeah.
And unless my notes are wrong, Lancello was some sort of mentor to Percival and Perseus.
Exactly. He taught them both how to fight. Their swordsmanship, or lack thereof, is precisely because of Lancello's tutelage.
That's why I'm saying it might, at the very least in Percival's case, maybe the others too. They might not be looking for a promotion. It might just be simple revenge.
Yeah, that's possible.
Well, I mean, if it's revenge, Dark Sky's next. If it's promotion, then Thoth is next. So, which bird do we want to save? Or which bird do we think we can save?
Personally, I think Dark Sky would be next.
Did
I
Thoth
think
have any involvement in Lancello?
Other than he was his patron for some time before Lancello became a freelance, as it were. So for quite some time, they were confidants with one another.
But other than that, like, Thoth had no involvement in the disappearance or anything.
No, he was not on that council. So far that I remember, he was
Okay.
not there and probably was dismayed at it all.
Okay.
Because the council question was
So
very quick.
I genuinely think we need to focus on Dark Sky as the next possible victim.
Yep, so we should probably head straight over there after.
and if
Oh, right, winds don't go away.
if you want to, we can split up.
No. Let's not split up. All the logic points to Dark Sky being the next target, and at this point, at best, Thoth is uninvolved.
It seems you have come to some conclusions based on what we have told you. Care to share? He very pointedly puts one of his claws underneath his, where normally would be a chin, but for him is clicking jaws.
The investigation is still pending. Jackson gives him a very firm smile and says, "We will inform you when we're ready to release a press announcement."
Oh, don't be so coy. We don't have to tell them everything, but we can at least tell them what we need to do immediately. Who knows, maybe they can help us get over there quickly. Maybe even in time.
It's not actually that far.
We need to protect Dark Sky.
Ah, the Thunderbird. Well, we have a passage there. It will
Oh.
get you there quickly.
It doesn't happen to be an underground stream, does it? Because he mentioned something similar to get to here, and, well, we nearly lost our medic.
No. We have a better route. A faster one. The ventilation. You see, Ratadosk is not the only one to take advantage of the labyrinth of engineering shafts that go throughout the mighty tree that is the Empyrean.
Okay, sounds fine. I mean, as long as it gets us there in time, I really don't care at this point.
Jackson would concede to that.
Alright, how do we get... Where's the opening, and do you happen to have a map?
A map. Nothing so crude. No. Instead, follow my daughter. She will lead you where you need to go. One of the larger like creatures skitters out from somewhere. Honestly, you just don't want to know where at this point. It stops before the group of you and politely bows.
Jackson will stare at it, kind of like, and then just kind of give it a nodding, like, "Hey, thanks," kind of bow.
Trying not to miss a beat, music will be like, do you have a name we can introduce you as, just in case?
It chitters at you. It is not one you can pronounce. Your mouths are not made for it. He chitters at it for a moment.
Out of character. Got it. Sally. You're Sally now.
I suggest fogs will not keep you safe and welcome for long.
Right. We'll try and get this wrapped up. And
Haha, spider puns.
unintentional. But just keep an eye on us. We don't do anything stupid.
Haha, more spider puns. Because he has more eyes than... I'll shut up now.
You're saying all this out of character, right?
Yes.
Good, because I don't think Daxon would know what a spider is.
Oh, hell no. To him, this is just like an oversized, weird nymph thing that he really doesn't like for some reason.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Come on. I'd really, really rather keep the death count at 2.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your contributions. As you turn to leave, the fog begins to roll in quickly behind you, rapidly beginning to hide the copse from your sight. However, what you can very clearly still make out in the deepening fog and the ever-present dark are their glittering eyes.
See, I told you this fog is sentient.
The serpent is the first pair to disappear, but for a great length of time, the spider's disturbing vision follows you, almost impossibly long, for you're certain you've crossed more than a few corners.
Oh, great, he's stalking us.
You know what? As long as it stays stalking, I'm really not gonna care. Just stay stalking. Alright, let's get I'm gonna pump my luminescence up because the fog is scary and we need to get out of here.
Yep, I'm limping as fast as I can.
Your small
you
friend,
should let the doctor give you a Red Bull.
your small insectoid friend leads you very swiftly through the paths, at points stopping to seemingly gauge its surroundings before chittering to itself and occasionally jumping clean off of the path, only to reappear shortwave ahead of you. In this manner, you are able to weave your way through the fog and spiderwebs until you come to a door covered in moss and what could be ivy, but it's difficult to tell at this point. The insectoid taps at a red handle jutting out from one of the patches of greenery. It chitters at you, and one of its limbs salutes before it disappears into the darkness.
Well, that's actually kind of adorable.
It is. Now, if only I had sonar attack, I could probably reproduce their chitterings.
Jackson will watch it disappear and just sort of shudder a little bit and then pull the hatch open.
It is difficult at first to get it to have any give, but soon enough it creaks open. You get the distinct impression that this particular door hasn't been used in some time.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's anybody in this domain who's sized and shaped appropriately to use such a door.
Exactly.
Other than the ninjas we fought.
Exactly. Other than the sisters who attempted to kill you when you first came in. Seems to be mostly things that are sized either too large or too small to really take advantage of it.
Okay. just a note since I can tell we're probably going to be leaving the map. Be sure to write down your wound level, everyone, because that does not reset.
Yep, I have 6 wounds left. I'm at half health. Effectively.
Okay. If it's okay with everyone, I'm actually gonna call it there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
Good
guys
stopping point.
did well.
Yay!
I called it. I called it back at the end of session 2. I reserved that right, and if it comes true, I still hold that reservation.
What?
I reserved the right to say, "Ooh, what's this?"
Alright. Well then, I think that is all she wrote. That is 10 XPs for A Beatty.
Alright. Up to 27.
Mm-hmm.
So unless there is something else y'all need to take care of, that is a happy game for us.
I shall stop the stream then. Say goodbye, everybody.
Farewell.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.